And we're live.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the NBL1 coverage of this afternoon's clash between the Diamond Valley Eagles and the Albury Wodonga Bandits. I'm Michael Thompson in commentary, and joining me this afternoon, as always, is my expert in Jamie Beaton. Jay, good afternoon. How are you?
Great. Nice day for basketball on Mother's Day. It's the pink round, so it's always good to support breast cancer awareness.
Absolutely, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there this afternoon. Hopefully you're getting spoiled rotten as well.
For anyone watching at home, you'll notice the ladies on the court are wearing the pink socks to support it, and the coaches will be wearing pink polos.
And you're wearing pink socks as well, actually.
Yeah, I may have stolen a pair.
Didn't get the invite, unfortunately, for me. But, Jay, let's talk about last night, because both teams did compete last night. The Eagles, fortunately, came up short against the Melbourne Tigers down at MSAC, and the Bandits, well, they also come up very short against the Super Cats down the road as well.
Well, both teams face great opposition. The Super Cats are near the top of the league, and they've got some dominant players. And Diamond Valley were just really unfortunate that Melbourne managed to sign Jenna O'Hay for the first week we get to play them. In her first game, she just went out and destroyed us. There's a reason she's the captain of the Opals side. Yep.
And also a big congratulations as well to the Albury Wodonga Bandits coach, Lauren Jackson, who on Friday night got inducted into the Basketball Australia Hall of Fame, which is well-deserved too, being one of the most iconic women we've ever seen play the wonderful sport of basketball.
Yeah, I don't think it's even an argument nowadays. She's Australia's female basketballing greatest of all time.
Let's have a look at some of the stats as well from last night's games as well. Annalie Malley being the top scorer for the Eagles with 16 points and 15 rebounds. Shelby Sheslick with 8 rebounds. Eagles shooting at 24%, 19 from 77 from the fields.
Yeah, I actually went and watched the away game, and the tell of it was just the physicality. We didn't really match up very well with the physical nature of the game, and I think it got in our head a bit. We were trying to draw fouls rather than just put the ball in the bucket.
And also for the Albury Wodonga Bandits as well, they didn't do too badly as well, shooting from 34% at field goal. Natalie Hurst, 12 points and 5 rebounds for her last night against the Super Cats, was their best.
Yeah, they are an all-round team. They're not led by any one superstar, and they all play very high level together. Interesting note for anyone reading the stats, Annalie Malley is now the leading rebounder because Kayla George won't be eligible.
Let's have a look at both sides. Who's staying on the floor for both the Diamond Valley Eagles and the Albury Wodonga Bandits this afternoon, Jay?
So starting for Diamond Valley, we've got number 4, Alex Wilson, 15, Meg Krupe, number 24, your captain, Annalie Malley, number 31, Geraldine McCorkle, and number 44, Shelby Sheslick.
She was really good last week here, Geraldine McCorkle, in her first proper hit out for the Eagles for season 2019. It was wonderful to see her out on the floor, and she almost was the difference maker in the end.
Well, she's the veteran of this team. A bit like Big Ben is for the men, you've got Geraldine for the female. She's physical and imposing, and she can get to where she wants when she wants. For Albury, you have number 2, Emma Marlady, number 3, Charisse Daniel, number 13, Jessie Edwards, the captain, number 16, Natalie Hurst, and number 22, Emile Harmon.
What are we expecting from both sides as well?
Well, the scouting report always reads that Hurst is going to go drop her point. She's their key weapon, and Edwards is going to get the rebounds.
And what are we expecting from our Diamond Valley Eagles this afternoon as well? They definitely want to bounce back after that disappointment at MSAC last night.
Honestly, I'd want to see Alex Wilson get going early. She only ended up with 1 point last night and just didn't look in the flow of the game. If she can get a couple threes and a drive early, it'll set our offense up.
Good to see both sides out on the floor right now. It's going to be Shelby Sheslick taking to the floor as well as the countdown begins here. Just going to quickly get a read on who potentially she's going to be taking on as well. Looks like it's going to be Jessie Edwards as well for the Bandits.
Yeah, their leading rebounder.
And Edwards wins the tip, but great putback there, and an early opportunity there by Wilson to Malley, and Malley misses.
I see the struggles continue from last night.
It does indeed. And
that's a great defense by Jerry.
And the first points have been scored here for the Bandits by
number 22, Emile Harmon.
Emily Harmon, I'm actually hearing through our effects mic there, Jay, is what she prefers to be called. So we'll go definitely with that. Sheslick, though, get the first points, which is always good to see. her doing well. She sort of fit well into this Diamond Valley team since coming over from the States, one of our best imports.
Yeah, well, you can see it straight away on the court. She's a game changer physically.
Natalie Hurst is there as well. There's a bit to like about watching the opposition as well, because you sort of get to see what they're like.
It was a bit of a tussle under the basket there. The ref seemed to think it was okay to play through, though.
Early points there from Jessie Edwards from the Albury Wodonga Bandits. They lead 4-2. Currently 9 minutes left here in the first. Ball is with Krupi. Krupi with a great pass over to Sheslick. Wilson. There we go.
Sorry for the technical issues, guys.
We're back here. And ball is in the possession of the Bandits. Coming through now for the Bandits is Charisse Daniel.
You can already see her speed and athleticism out there.
Ball to Krupi. Now, we talked about this last week too, Jay. We talked about zones, and when do you think the Eagles are going to start looking at putting a zone together against this Albury Wodonga Bandits team?
In my opinion, you should only really be using your zone when you're getting destroyed by penetration.
Melee.
It should be a shock tactic to get the lead back. You shouldn't be using it as a defense consistently.
Bit of an issue there from the Eagles girls, running out of time, and the shot clock did expire on Annalie Maley there. Jessie Edwards. Edwards over to Hurst.
See, I'm okay early on with the shot clock expiring for a few turnovers if it means they're trying to find the right shot.
And Emily Harmon gets another 2 points, so she's now up to 4 points for the game. 7:16 left. It's 6-2 in favour of the Bandits. Sheslick to McCorkle. Maley.
They're not going to give her the continuation, so it's going to be a sideline ball.
Very disappointing, because I think Maley would have enjoyed the 2 points potentially heading to the line there.
The foul was on Harmon.
So the first foul of this game to the Bandits. McCorkle. Over to Wilson. Wilson, 3-point territory. Great pass there to Krupi. Hit the rim and it bounces back into play, and Charisse Daniel will get the rebound there.
It's okay. It's a shot I want her taking, though. She's a good 3-point shooter, and she was open.
Hurst for 3. Hits it. I think she's going to be the one in particular that the Eagles are going to have to try and lock down. She was really good last night.
She's their top scoring threat by a long margin.
So Natalie Hurst getting the 3 points there. Sheslick, Krupi, trying to go in a bit further into the paint to Maley. But then again, the defensive rebounding structure there from the Bandits is top-notch at the moment. Daniel now going for her own 3 points.
Yeah. Annalie Maley struggling a bit with the physicality already.
She's probably not used to the physicality of what the Bandits can produce here. Maley.
There we go, and the and one. Just what she needs to see going to get her confidence up.
That's exactly what you want to see. And
I believe that was on Harmon again, which would...
that was your second foul.
No, it wasn't.
No. It is. I think it was Mahadi there who got the foul. No matter, because Maley gets the extra point as well. So it's 9-5 in favour of the Bandits. Early on this one, Daniel all by herself.
Missed defensive assignment.
Through the back door, she definitely went. Fortunately for her, no one was home. Maley now for a 3 of her own. Looking a bit sluggish out there. And Jonathan Goodman definitely is seeing what potentially might happen as well with this lineup. Daniel over, passing it back to Mahadi. Hurst has got the ball. And good blocking there from the Eagles. And they're breaking away now. Maley should definitely get this one. She hands it over to Sheslick, who gets the 2.
I guess Maley just wanted an assist on her record.
Well, as you said, Hope Heritage had a bit of bad luck. She's out injured at the moment.
Yeah, she's going to be out at least this week and very likely for next week with a rolled ankle. She's just been having a bit of a bad month.
Especially with issues with her back, which I've had a chat with her off air as well about too. Wilson, great pass there to Maley. Well, it was good intentions at the time. It's picked up though by the Bandits, and Nally Hurst got away for the short time. They're trying to keep possession, which they do. Hurst in 3-point territory. Over to Mahadi to Daniel. Sharice Daniel, I found out as well, didn't play that bad of a game either. And quick points there from Jesse Edwards as well, the centre for the Bandits.
Yeah, Daniel last night had 10 points, but on 55% shooting.
So above average, which is not bad.
It's a great shooting percentage. At that point, you just need to shoot more.
Oh, beautiful stuff from Sheslick. Over the head and inside the bucket, and it's 13-9, 4:32 left in the first.
Yeah, it was a lovely little reverse layup. And Daniel comes back down the other way.
That was a bit of a flick shot there from Daniel, wasn't it? You a fan of flick shots from some of the players?
Depends when it's used. In that scenario, yes. And that's an and one for Shelby. Again, just what we need.
Shelby Sheslick is now up to 8 points, which is fantastic, and the foul's being called as well. John Goodman just quickly addressing the troops a little bit.
Yeah, he's not happy with the turnovers, that's for sure.
Well, if you look at the turnovers now, it's 2-1 in favour of us, unfortunately, there. 2-1 in turnovers. We've got Bandits to win the assists 6-4 as well. Sheslick can add to her 8 points from the line. And she does beautifully. Love seeing her shooting there, Shelby Sheslick. She's doing very, very, very well at the moment. We're only down by 3 points, 4:10 left in the first.
Yeah, quick 9 points for Shelby Sheslick. Get her on the board.
Well, she has to stand up without Hope Turdich being there. Looks like the band's going to score here.
Without
No, they're not.
Hope Turdich, that's 20 points that we're missing each week, so let's see who can pick them up.
And that's definitely what the girls were missing last night against the Tigers as well, only shooting. It was under 60 points we scored last night, wasn't it? It was
51.
51. So, as you can see, someone like Hope Turdich not being out on the floor, it hurts. And John Goodman knows that, by the way, as well. So, it's good to see Shelby Sheslick.
That's brilliant defense by Annalie Maley and the steal by Jerry.
Jerry did well there. Maley going for three. Bit short,
but it's going to stay Diamond Valley ball.
3:32 left in the first. They've all got 3 fouls to their name to the Bandits.
Yeah.
Maley for 3. Hit the rim, and that's about it.
Although not according to our scoreboard, they put the foul on the wrong team.
Kirby picked up the rebound there. Daniel, another one definitely to look out for. Her and Nally Hurst are going to definitely be in tandem this afternoon for the Bandits. Great points there from Jesse Edwards. Extends the lead again to 5, 17-12. 3:08 left in the first.
I like this play call that Diamond Valley run.
Diamond Valley run?
Yeah, it's essentially the point guard ends up to go seal down in the post and your bigs run a horn set. Works very well for our setup.
Can they keep possession? They can. Beautiful stuff from the girls. Maley to McCorkle, and she'll get it. No, she can't. But great endeavour there to keep the possession for the time being.
Yeah, be lovely to just leak out some points, get the lead back.
Looks like 2 players about to come on for for the Border Bandits here too, Jay.
Yeah, both teams are doing some subs.
Bretherington and Gregory are about to make their first minutes out on the floor this afternoon, and whistle's been called again.
Yeah, Annalie Maley drew another foul, but it's baseline once again.
So it looks like Gregory and Bretherington will come out onto the floor, and Maley and McCorkle will rest for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, get some fresh legs out there, especially with this lineup. I'd be really wanting to feature Shelby in the post some more.
Krupi bringing the ball in from the baseline.
Annalie Maley's breather lasted about 10 seconds.
Wilson to Sheslick. Definitely going to shoot again. And it's beautiful stuff.
Beautiful post move.
Shelby Sheslick's up to 11 points now, Jay.
Yeah, no, definitely keep featuring her in the post, seeing as we've only got the one true big today.
She's going to be working overtime, that's for sure. Jump ball, I think, being called there from...
Meg Krupi will take a break, and Annalie Maley will rejoin us.
That was a very short break from our superstar, Annalie Maley, there.
Yeah, it was more so Jonathan Goodman could talk to her.
So the Bandits to bring her back from the baseline. And that's Emma Mahadi as well, the 26-year-old for the Bandits, is bringing that ball back in.
Can't let people blow past you baseline.
Molly Rice making her first minutes out on court as well.
It's going to be on Brianna Gregory, I imagine, number 14. Yeah. You can't have both hands in the back.
So it'll be Mahadi again to bring the ball back in from the baseline. They've got a 3-point lead at the moment, the Bandits, 17-14. Minute 50 left in the first. Mahadi with a long throw, but it's been turned over, so it'll be Eagles ball. And it'll be Annalie Maley who'll be bringing the ball back in. She does Sue Wilson. Wilson definitely like to get on the score sheet this afternoon, Jay. She's been very prolific at the bucket, so has Maley, just not on that occasion.
Yeah, we're just coming up a little bit empty. They're good shots, they're just not dropping.
Mahadi passes over to Molly Rice for the Bandits. Rice over to Kirby. To Harmon, who's back down on the floor as well. Harmon tried and failed
with
there.
The rebound, the foul, and she's going to the line.
I forgot we're in the bonus now, aren't we?
They're in the bonus, yeah.
Oh, they're in the bonus. So it's 5 team fouls now for the Bandits in this first quarter.
3 of which Annalie is drawn.
Yeah.
They love to hack her.
So Maley from the line. What was her stats from last night's game, Jay, just really quickly?
I'm actually going to give you the season. So she's
even
a
better.
70% free throw shooter on the season. So not one of the better players for us to be sending there. She had 16 points last night, though, so hopefully she can get a few more than that.
She got the bucket there, shooting a 50% from the line there from that instance.
She can add, and that's a lovely little tip from Maley. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the turnover.
I think Maley's playing defensive a little bit more in her game this afternoon as well. Going to have to pretend that she's a little bit tall without Hope Turdage there being out on the floor.
Yeah.
If you've just joined us,
going to have to use a lot of Geraldine McCorkle and Annalie Maley at the 4.
If you've just joined us as well, the reason why Hope Turdage is not playing this afternoon is because she's rolled her ankle and could be out for up to 3 weeks. Yeah. Touch wood, though, that she's only out for this game and maybe the next game.
I know, we've got a great physio team. Hopefully they can sort her out.
Cherise Daniel off to Edwards. She's been dangerous as well.
It's a beautiful pass and a beautiful block by Alex Wilson.
That block was on Kirby there too, which was fantastic. Be Daniel, though, to bring the ball back in from the baseline. Lauren Jackson using her voice a little bit. As said, the newly appointed Basketball Australia Hall of Famer, coaching this Bandits lineup, and she did say before the start of the season, Hurst with a flick pass.
Yeah, she had a second left on the shot clock, so that was just a throw and hope.
I'll get back to that thought really, really quickly a little bit later. Krupi.
The cool one, though, is Lauren Jackson, the head coach of the Albury Bandits, played on all the same teams as Christy Harrower, our assistant coach.
I did not know that.
They're both in that classified as golden generation
beautiful.
Of female basketball.
The more you know, right?
Yeah, they're both in the Hall of Fame now as well.
That's
Christy
fantastic.
Harrower last year, Lauren Jackson this year.
Probably 2 of our best basketballers as Brie Gregory will shoot her first points from the line this afternoon. She'll get the first one beautifully. Good stuff there from Brie Gregory. She cuts the margin back to 1. It's been synonymous with the girls over the course of the season, Jay, where they start very slow at each quarter, but then they sort of fight back in that last 3-minute period, and yet again they've done exactly that too.
Yeah, while it's great that they have the ability to be streaky and gain back leads, I do wish they wouldn't give us heart attacks in the first 2 minutes.
Molly Rice getting the 2 points there to make that what the lead is now, which is 2 points. Maley trying to go herself.
And she's drawn the foul. She's going back to the line.
So this to tie things up with 18.2 seconds to go left in the first.
Let's see if she can get her stats back where they should be on the free throw line.
John Goodman.
Goodman, Harrower and Hickey all standing up yelling.
Yep. Peterson's going to be the recipient who's going to come out on court for the first time this afternoon.
It's sub on shooter, I believe.
Great shot there from Maley. She gets the first. And again, so it's all tied up. 18.2 seconds left. Maylee to take a rest. Beautiful stuff from Annalie. Here comes Peterson out on court for the first time this afternoon. 13 seconds left here in the first. Kirby with the ball. Kirby over to Hurst.
That's a beautiful play designed by Lauren Jackson to get Hurst open.
Hurst and Wilson. And Hurst wins that one. And the shot clock will expire. And the time clock, will expire. So good 3-point there from Natalie Hurst to finish the first. And at the end of one, it's the Banners 22. Our Diamond Valley Eagles 19. We'll be back very shortly with the second quarter. Welcome back to NBL1 action here from Diamond Valley Stadium. Thank you so much for your coverage this afternoon. If you've just joined us, the Bandits are leading 22-19 at the end of the first as Jay comes back into the commentary position for this second quarter. And Jay, there's a few highlights from that first quarter you want to highlight?
Yeah, well, Shelby Sheslick with a quick 11 points. And on top of it, it's on 5 of 7 shooting. Like, you can't be asking for much more than 71% shooting the ball. They're fouling a lot. I'm not happy with the amount of turnovers. While it's only 3, it was the turnovers it was. But overall, we're doing well. It's a close game. We just got to tighten up the defense and we'll be good.
Hopefully they can start tying up the defense from the second quarter onwards, which would be fantastic as well. Annalie Maley as well, I'd love to also commend her as well. Some of her defending was top-notch in that first quarter as well.
Yeah, Annalie Maley's just a talent through and through. And I was right, she's up shooting around 80% on the free throw line now.
Quick foul as well from
Shelby Sheslick.
Sheslick there. So Jessie Edwards shooting from the line. She gets her first points to extend it to 4 points, 23-19. It puts Edwards up to 7 points. And 8. So the Centres are dominating the points count for both the Bandits and the Eagles. Shelby Sheslick on 11.
Yeah, it's going to be the battle to watch today.
Jessie Edwards is on 8 so far in this one. Peterson, early shot there from Evans was off. It's with Mahadi. Mahadi over to Hurst. Hurst unguarded. But great rebounding there from Keely Evans, and we're away again through Annalie
They can't
Maley.
be leaving Natalie Hurst open, though. Like, the scouting report reads she's their top scorer. You can't be leaving top scorers open.
Maley.
That's a hell of just an effort rebound.
Oh, Krupi almost
However, it's still our ball.
She almost got the 3 there, just hit the back ball in the end, but last touch came from the Bandits.
Yeah, those are the ones where you're expecting it to at least hit rim, so when it just comes down off the backboard, it just sort of hits you. You weren't expecting it.
Well, our 3 throws haven't been on point. We've tried 7 occasions and we haven't hit a single 3-pointer just yet.
That is Shelby Sheslick's second foul, offensive moving screen.
Well, John Goodman doesn't know what he's going to have to do in this situation because Shelby Sheslick's our only tall option this afternoon.
You I imagine you'd have to run a lineup with Jerry at the 5 and Annalie at the 4 and just try and front the post because you won't be having the size to back it down.
Daniel with a long pass there to Rice. Ball intended there for Jessie Edwards, and
yeah, the pass just had a bit too much heat on it. She
couldn't keep it in her hands, and last touch off Edwards, so Maley will bring the ball back in for the Eagles. 24-19, 8:41 left in the second. Now Diamond Valley Eagles down by 5 at this point in time so far. As I said, we're celebrating breast cancer awareness today as well.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day as well to everyone out there. And it's good to see the girls wearing... Finish that shortly. Natalie Hurst by herself, and the layup shot there. Beautiful stuff by Natalie Hurst.
Yeah, it was a great steal. And Jonathan Goodman's going to get his lineup switched.
And she paid dividends as well with that steal into the layup shot there, Jay.
Yeah, the points off turnovers are a killer.
And that's been our Achilles heel all season as well. Krupi in three-point territory. Opportunity for Evans.
Annalie up with the rebound and the putback.
Beautiful stuff from Annalie Maley, and she's cut it back to 5 points now. 26-21 left. 7:50 left in the second. Ball with Hurst. Hurst over to Mahadi. To Daniel. She's also very prolific as well when it comes to the bucket. Opportunity there, gone begging from Mahadi, and the Eagles again could break away. Sheslick. Things were sort of directing traffic a little bit, had no idea who to go to.
She just didn't want to throw the turnover with Hurst lurking there.
Yeah, Maley back to Sheslick. Unfortunately, the referee thinks it was last touch off Sheslick, and the Bandits will get the ball back from the baseline in their defensive.
Peterson and Evans are going to take a break, and Jerry McCorkle and Alex Wilson are back.
I think we need a bit more shooting prowess, so that's why Alex Wilson's back out on the floor, and also Geraldine McCorkle shot very well last week as well against the Hawks. Daniel to Hurst. Long pass there to Mahadi from Nat Hurst. Put into the palms of Jessie Edwards, and the whistle's been called.
On Jerry McCorkle.
That's her first for the afternoon.
Yeah.
They've got to set up defensively here now, the girls. Mahadi, Daniel. Again, Hurst is open. And the ball is in the possession of Natalie Hurst. Back to Charisse Daniel, and Daniel's going to go for a three there. It misses. Maley will get the rebound. And now they're away. Here's McCorkle. Can McCorkle get her first points of the afternoon to Shelby Sheslick? She's on 11. She can't add to that tally, unfortunately. Maley falls to the floor. But the possession is stuck. 10 seconds on the shot clock here, Jay.
Yeah, the extra effort plays from Maley are just amazing right now. She's definitely putting her body on the line.
She's the one of like two Hope Turdiges in our eyes here. Sheslick will get 2 though. And Sheslick will get 13. Lauren Jackson is not happy. She rose up from her seat, the Basketball Australia Hall of Fame.
Oh, well, she'd asked for a timeout beforehand, and the score bench forgot, so she got very angry about that one.
She did indeed. We'll be back very, very shortly. It's the Bandits lead 26-23 with 6:18 left in the seconds. Back here, 26-23, and Lauren Jackson, the newly appointed Basketball Australia Hall of Famer, she's directing traffic, giving Natalie Hurst a bit of words as the Bandits come back out on the floor. John Goodman doing the exact same thing to our Eagles outfits.
Diamond Valley have clawed their way back into this one, so
which is always good, and it's not late in the second quarter either, which is always another fantastic initiative as well. Pays a little bit of dividends too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'd be nice to tie this game up in the next minute or so.
Natalie Hurst was all by herself.
Yeah, with a rare miss on a layup.
She surpassed 3 of our Eagles. Maley now to Wilson. Wilson to McCorkle. To Sheslick. Sheslick to Maley. Maley, beautiful stuff.
Beautiful pass.
Great assist there from Shelby Sheslick, and Ali Maley gets the 2 points, so she's up to 10 points as well. And looks like they're going to be the 2 main people that are going to be scoring for us this afternoon too, Jay, Sheslick and Maley.
Yeah, I'm hoping Alex and Jerry can get in with that. And anytime you leave Meg Krupe open, she's going to get her threes.
A two-point opportunity there from Jessie Edwards has gone begging. Great rebound there and great defending there from the Eagles through Shelby Sheslick, and she picked up the rebound there too. Wilson almost lost it. Still.
Yeah, but they're being very physical. That's a rubbish call. She missed the first 3 ones and called the retaliation.
Wilson asking
Jonathan needs to be careful because I believe we're on a 3-and-out system, and that he's already got 2 techs this year.
That's the last thing you need is our coach to be teched out this early on in the game too.
Well, even if he catches 1 tech today, he wouldn't be out. It would be 2 today. However, if you accrued 3 techs throughout the season, you would be suspended the following game.
Oh, wow.
However, I think it's a 3-tech system. We haven't actually confirmed that.
Mahadi with a great 3 there from the Bandits. And she's extended their lead now to 4. 29-25, 5:03 left in the seconds. They've gone 3 of 9 3-pointers this afternoon, the Bandits. We've gone 0 of 8 so far this afternoon. Sheslick, keep it safe, and that's what she's doing. Gets the 2 points in the paint, and that's how much we are trailing by right now, Jay.
Yep. 2-point game. We need a stop. Well, you said you wanted to see when Diamond Valley would go to a zone, and here it is.
Mahadi to Hurst. Definitely doing it early on this one. It went to Kirby's hands. Hurst for a 3-point opportunity again. Ball rebounded. Shot clock at 2 here. Oh, no, it's
it gets
14.
reset after it hit the rim.
That's right. Opportunity there, and it's 2 points there coming through Emily Harmon for the Bandits. Wilson with a long pass.
That is a beautiful outlet
pass. Beautiful stuff from Alex Wilson. Great long-handed pass over to Sheslick, and Sheslick gained the 2 points. Quick and easy, quick and efficient.
It helps when your receiver is 6'5" and got arms for days. That's all. She got a big catch radius.
That does work, doesn't it? Pass, and it'll be last touch off Geraldine McCorkle. And
it's good defense by Diamond Valley.
Molly Rice to come back onto the floor. Coming off the floor is Jessie Edwards for the Bandits. Not sure if Goodman's thinking of doing the exact same thing, bringing on someone like a Bree Gregory or a Bretherington out onto the floor.
I wouldn't be subbing out Sheslick or McCorkle right now. They're both playing quite well. It's the guards that are getting stuck right now.
Mahadi shooting the 3 points there, the 26-year-old guard for the Bandits. Margin again back to a solitude, 5 points. Wilson, she would love to get her name on the score sheet this afternoon.
I think Alex is pretty happy directing traffic at the second.
Oh, here we go.
Shooting when she's open, but more getting other players easy buckets.
Mahadi, girls are going to get back here. Hurst, she's going to go for 3-2.
That's very lucky for Diamond Valley. She is not the player to leave open.
No, and you don't want to let Natalie Hurst shoot for 3 either because she can hit them most times anyway. Krupe loses the ball. Wilson didn't get into the position that Krupe was hoping for. Oh, and a drop down there of Emily Harmon.
Fouls on number 15, but I really thought she was standing straight up.
So Emily Harmon to go.
That puts them in the bonus. That's why she's at the line.
2 for the line here. It's our 5th foul of the quarter 2, Jay.
Yeah, 5-0. It's sort of the telltale of the quarter right now.
Gregory about to come back out onto the floor as well.
Be interesting to see who the sub is for.
Harmon gets the first, and she's going to get the second as well. So it looks like Jerry's coming off for Bree. You did say we'll try and keep Bree out on the Jerry out on the floor there, and unfortunately John thinks otherwise.
She's doing well, but it is also only her third game back. There might be fitness issues.
Yeah, Meili with the 2-point opportunity there. Gregory picks it up, and unfortunately she can't get it either. And
She was fouled on the wrist, and Jonathan Goodman is not happy about it.
you can see Goodman, he got up out of his seat the moment that happened as well. Natalie Hurst in possession. Ball with Harmon. Doesn't go in. And Meili with the rebounds. Opportunity now for the girls. The Eagles. Flying into the paint, and the foul's been called.
Foul was on the trailer, number 9. Yeah.
So it'll be Molly Rice for the Bandits, and Ali Wilson to go for her first points this afternoon.
That is Rice's third foul. It's never a good thing when you have more fouls than points.
Krupi to Sheslick. Back to Krupi. Wilson, Meili.
Good move.
And the points
And
will
one
count.
bucket. A little stop and pop.
It's good to see when the bucket does count after a foul's been called like that, Jay, because then we get
That
another.
is the 4th foul on Rice. She probably has to sit until the 4th quarter now.
So Molly Rice has been subbed out probably for majority of the duration of this game. And Meili gets the extra point as well, cuts it back to 4, 36-32, 2
Meili
minutes
on
left in the
12
third.
points. 13, sorry, now.
Here's Kirby for the Bandits. Kirby to Daniel. In 3-point territory she is. Over to Hurst. They've got to keep our eyes out. Kirby.
Bravo.
And Hurst throws the ball in disgust. She's frustrated, and you can see it on her face.
Timeout, Diamond Valley.
36-32. It's 1:47 left in the second. Back here, it's 36-32. Bandits still leading by 4. 1:47 left in the second. Jay, we had a quick chat as well off air during that timeout as well about Molly Rice picking up her 4th foul of the game. And there's a bit of warning signs there if they're going to lose a player early on there for the Bandits, which pays dividends for us here.
Sorry, just 1 second. The ref is just warning them for an illegal sub.
Fair enough. So now Edwards can come back out onto the floor and Kirby can take a breather.
Yeah, the thing with Rice was she picked up her 3rd and Lauren Jackson went to sub her out, but before they could actually get her out of the game, she picked up her 4th.
Yep.
Just unfortunate.
1:40 left here. The girls have been a lot braver than what they were last night. They only put 16 points to half-time against the Tigers last night at MSAC.
Nail it. Go on.
Wilson.
Alex Wilson could really use seeing something go through the bucket for her.
That was almost Hope Turdich territory there too, because Hope is really good with her 3-pointers. It's Wilson not on that instant. Hurst to Daniel. McCorkle's about to come back out onto the floor for the Eagles. Hurst is going to go for 3 here.
They're getting very
Got
lucky
close.
with Hurst in her shooting.
Great
She
steal
usually
from-
wouldn't miss that. The foul is going to be on 22, which is,
Emily Harmon.
and I believe that is her 2nd, yeah.
It was a great steal opportunity there from Annalie Meili as well in that instant there before the foul got called too. So, as I said, Meili's working a little bit overtime, and as we said earlier in the call too, Jay, she's putting her body on the line a little bit more than what she normally would because, as I said, we don't have Hope Turdich out there, which...
Well, look at this. Look at the size of our lineup. You've got essentially Meili playing the 5.
Krupi. Surely we can hit a 3 eventually. I'll take the 2 anyway. Good stuff there from Geraldine McCorkle. She cuts the margin back to 2, 36-34. Here's Nat Hurst. Daniel over to Stora, she's playing her first minutes of the afternoon. Hurst to Daniel, she's going to go for three-point territory, and that's what she does. Bit of silence there from the Diamond Valley faithful, and a timeout's been called. 39-34, 26 seconds left in the second.
You got 3, you might as well use it.
Exactly. Back here, 39-34, 26.1 seconds left in the second.
Bit of a different lineup now with Brianna Gregory joining the party. We've got no true centre, but Geraldine McCorkle and Brianna Gregory out there at the forward and centre position.
I'll say Jerry she can use that frame pretty well if she needs
she
to.
Just gives up a little bit of height.
Maley tried to go with a two-point opportunity there, and the Banners are going to have the last shot of this first half. They're going to run the clock down here, is Nat Hurst.
5 isn't a bad deficit. As long
3
as that's
points,
going.
and she didn't even make it either. Maley gets copped in the mush there from Emily Harmon.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to come from it anyway. And at halftime, our Diamond Valley Eagles are down by 5. The Bandits leading 39-34. We'll be back very shortly with the halftime show and the second half of this contest.
And we're back with a minute to go in the halftime break.
Absolutely, and again, if you've just joined us, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there today. Hopefully you've been spoiled by your mums out there, and the girls are all wearing pink socks as well, which is always good too, as we also pay homage and also are doing it for Breast Cancer National Awareness Day as well. So definitely do donate to that absolute beautiful charity as well. People went out for the run this morning for breast cancer awareness, for the fun run out there too, which was fantastic. And, you know, the more the merrier. Hopefully we can keep going in the thick of things when it comes to finding research and cure for breast cancer.
Yeah, it's a great cause, and it's good to see the NBL1 and Big V get behind it.
Absolutely, 100%, which is always good.
The big issue with the scoreboard at the second is Albury got 11 points off our turnovers, so we need to cut that down.
Shelby at 17 points, Maley at 3 so far for our Diamond Valley Eagles.
13, not 3.
Sorry, 13. Why did I say 3 for? As we get underway here, Jesse Edwards getting the first 2 points of this third. I will say though, the one thing that the Bandits do like to do is they like to share their points around. So Edwards now on 10. Hurst and...
Yeah, they got 3 other players on 8.
Yeah, Hurst and Armin. Ali Malley with her first 2 points of the third. She gets herself up to 15 points and cuts the margin again to 5. If you're John Goodman, I like to ask you this question every time here, Jay. Oh, great steal from Shelby Shesley. I'll get back to you very, very shortly. It's a melee opportunity there, but another steal there. Good block from Daniel as well. She's got it all the way, but she loses now.
And Meg Krupi's defensive pressure.
It's fantastic. All right, now I'm going to ask you, if you're John Goodman, what would you have said to the girls at halftime?
Just got to be careful with the ball. It's not just the turnovers, which are high. It's some of the shot selections, some of the passes. You just got to, like, this is a winnable game. Can't have silly turnovers.
Corkle for 3. Again, we can't seem to find our first 3-pointer of the afternoon. Few far between. Shesley can get a 2 there, but she can't. Maley wrestled out there through Jesse Edwards, the bigger frame for the Bandits. Hurst to Edwards to Daniel. Now to Mahadi. There's a bit of pressure here. Shot clock at 7 for the Bandits. And Harmon gets through Annalie Maley, and you can see the frustration in that number 24.
Yeah, well, Harmon was using a bar arm to push off with, and the ref just let it go. So Annalie wasn't particularly happy.
No, she wasn't. Ball with Krupi to Maley. We've let a few of those kind of calls go, haven't they? McCorkle! Finally! We've got our first 3 points of the afternoon.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff from Geraldine McCorkle.
Good to get her on the board.
Well, she's up to 5 now, so that's her first 3-pointer.
Not according to my scoreboard.
Well, your scoreboard is definitely wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mahadi.
I wonder who those points got put on.
Oh, if someone is out there and can they fix Jay's scoreboard, please, because Jay, unfortunately, has issues with his scoreboard sometimes.
And the people running it.
And it's pretty funny every time he has a whinge about it because I get a bit of a laugh out of it.
Ah, well, we'll get there in the end.
Absolutely. Technology. Can't live with it, can't live without it sometimes. As Mahadi brings the ball back in from the sideline through Hurst to Daniel. Shot clock at 6 now. Daniel got to go for 3. It'll hit the rim, but quickly rebounded there from the Bandits. Maley and Daniel collide with each other.
The ref has just said it was fair play on the ball, which is ridiculous.
And Goodman having a bit of a word to the official as well.
That's just absolutely ridiculous. When we retain possession of the ball and then get hit, it is a foul.
And our juniors have been called out onto the floor to wipe the sweat off as well.
Get mop squad.
John Goodman slouching in his chair a little bit as...
Well, Jonathan Goodman's a smart man. He knows he needs to be very careful after already getting an official warning.
He's been teched a few times this season too, Johnny Goodman has.
Yeah, he's been teched twice, one of which was last night.
That's why I don't envy being a senior coach of a team kind of like the Diamond Valley Eagles, because sometimes passion, emotion can get the better of you in situations quite like this as well, especially when a call doesn't go your way. In the reset, Edwards to Harmon.
That's very short. Didn't even touch front rim.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't even go anywhere near the rim, which was... It might pay dividends, though, for the girls. Wilson to Maley. Maley, oh, almost.
In and out.
It was so close to cutting it back to 1. Great work there from Maley though.
Just couldn't hold on.
At the last second, she knew the ball was going to go into the palms of Daniel. And at the last second, got her last touch on it, was fantastic. So, saved a bucket, and another bucket's also been saved there, which is always good. Krupi and the girls are away here, Jay.
Yeah, Diamond Valley have the ability to get the stops. We just need to convert on the other end when we get them.
Maley can pick it up with the 2 here, and she
there
does.
There we go.
Nails the 2 points, and that's the margin we're back to now. 6:32 left in the third.
Annalise just got to keep fighting through the physicality.
As I said, she's going to play a little bit more of a tall order in this game without Hope Turdage out on the floor.
That's just a good shot by Daniel. There's not much you can do about it.
Nope, not at all. Shesley tried to go with a quick one there. She couldn't get it. Maley had 2 or 3 girls on her. But Daniel now on the other side, and McCorkle, the bucket will stand.
Really? So that's a foul and it isn't down the other end. Annalie Maley already has 14 rebounds. I think Jonathan's just saying the exact same thing I said.
17 points, 14 rebounds, so decent day at the office so far for Annalie Maley. As Daniel goes to the line for 2 to get the conversion, she does.
But as we've said, without Hope, she's going to have to turn on the Jets to get us the win.
Yep. Wilson, McCorkle to Maley, and
they've called a foul on number 10, which is Kirby.
Melanie Kirby. So McCorkle to bring it in from the baseline.
It's her second. It was shoving through a screen, I believe.
Shot there. Oh, beautiful
and
stuff
Meg
from Krupi.
Krupi's on the board.
Well done from Meg Krupi. The 3-point count. So that's 2 3-pointers so far in this third quarter. Our first 2 3-pointers have all come in the third. We've shot 2 from 16 from the 3-point line at 13%. So the numbers have improved a little bit there, Jay.
Yeah, and Krupi just picked up her second foul. We got subs for Diamond Valley.
Keely Evans comes onto the floor.
And Kayla Brethington.
Krupi off.
Krupi and Cheslick off.
So a bit more of a smaller lineup here, smaller 5 out on the court here for Diamond Valley. As Kirby gets the first points there.
Now you play more of an outside-in motion rather than inside-out without the presence of Cheslick.
Kirby with the second, so the Banners will reach half a century. We're down by 6 here, 5:32 left in the third. Balls with Maley. A bit closer to the paint.
She's drawn her foul.
That's good to see. So Maley can add to her 17 points. Tied up with our American import, Shelby Cheslick. Exactly right. She'll get the first. She's now a high score with 18. So she's on 18 and 14 for the game. She's on 19 and 14 for the game. Yeah,
Annalise just leading the girls out there. She's trying to will them back into a win.
Here's Kirby now for...
And the refs just missed a blatant push-off.
But
3 seconds in the key, Diamond Valley ball.
I think it was Meg Krupi who actually picked up on that too, so... Get out of jail free cut there for the girls. The Eagles down by 4. But have possession of the ball here with 5 minutes to go in the third. Here is Maley. Maley to Evans. Evans to Wilson. Good bounce pass there to McCorkle. McCorkle with the 2 points.
That's a great pass by Alex Wilson. The dreaded 2-point margin. We never seem to get this stop, so
well, it's
hoping.
I was going to say 4 assists now for Alex Wilson for the entire game, which is great.
Yeah, she's 5th in the league at the second in assists.
Daniel, you can hear the voices of everyone out there, and the 3 points there from Sharice Daniel. So it signs us a little bit for the short time. Margin now back out at 5. Wilson. Shot one to McCorkle.
So Annalie has picked up the away from the ball foul on number 3, Sharice Daniel. It's the 3rd team foul for both teams
in this quarter. Margin at 5. McCorkle to win the ball back in from the baseline.
That is a beautiful pass.
She found Bretherington.
There's that much contact, you have to call something. I'm not sure how that could have.
And it's on. It's a.
We had the ball. How?
And you can hear the crowd are not too happy.
I don't even know. I think everyone in the building is confused.
Yeah, I think we all are too. John Goodman's also asking the questions of how that was a foul committed on us and how the Bandits have got the ball back in their possession. Ball with Natalie Hurst to Daniels. Daniel, she's had a great game so far. She can't add to her tally, which is 15. Same points Natalie Hurst did. I was going to say.
Alex just lost her dribble.
Yep. And the margin is back out to 7 now. Looks like Edwards was in the way of Lauren Jackson there, so the Basketball Australia Hall of Famer telling her to get out of the way, and Wilson loses the ball.
I think Alex Wilson needs a breather.
She didn't want to commit the backcourt violation, and Mel Kirby picks up the 2 points. Then the margin's at 9, and John Goodman he's hit the panic button here, Jay.
Yeah. It's quite obvious out on the court there needs to be some changes.
Yep.
He's doing the correct thing. We need to get Shelby back on. The game's just not flowing correctly without her. And Meg Krupe's shooting prowess is always handy.
Bretherington with their first points of the afternoon. We've hit the half century as well. Still down by 7.
Looks like Alex is playing with her injured knee that sat her out the first 5 games of the season.
I think it's flared up again too. With the margin back at 9, Wilson and Bretherington will take a breather. Sheslick and Krupe back out on the floor. My mistake, actually Evans is going to be the one to take a breather. Bretherington staying out on the floor as Emily Harmon for the Bandits to shoot 2 from the line.
One
made
from the line. Bucket.
My bad. On that one, she missed it anyway, so the 2 points that she scored earlier before the foul will stand. Krupe, Sheslick.
They called the reach-in foul on Harmon.
And sideline ball, Eagles, which will be brought back in. That's the 4th foul now. Just trying to see who it is.
It was on Harmon, who is coming off for a break because she's on 4.
That's her 4th foul too. So Rice and Harmon are both on 4 fouls.
Yeah,
for
they won't be coming back on until the 4th quarter. Both teams are in the bonus.
Krupe to Maley. Sheslick to Bretherington. She going to be adventurous? No. McCorkle. We know she can shoot 3s. Here's Jerry. Shot clock expires. Maley gets pushed out of there. And the Bandits are away through Daniel. Hurst holding the ball up, directing traffic. She'll have the short pass back to Daniel to Kirby. Shot clock at 10. Daniel all by herself. There's 2 Eagles players on her. In space there was Jessie Edwards. And this game is getting brutal now.
Yeah, Diamond Valley have let the lead balloon. They need to cut it to 5 by the end of the quarter. That's Meg Krupe's 3rd for people.
And there'll be Jessie Edwards' 2 shots here at the line. She'll sink the first bucket. Crippy asking John Goodman what to do next.
Yeah, some advice on playing D.
She'll miss the second though. And the Eagles are away here, so only one out of that one.
It's a 10-point margin, which is the largest it's been in a long time. It's actually the largest of the game.
Bad news for the girls, good news for the Bandits. Sheslick, can she cut it back? She can.
Diamond Valley are in desperate need of a stop here.
Good grit from both Sheslick and Maylee, sharing the points around, both on 19 now for the game. There's Kirby to Hurst. Hurst over. Can Sheslick block? She can.
She's being called for the foul. That's her fourth.
And that was Chloe Storer there too.
They're going to have to sub her out.
She won't be back on until the fourth quarter, and Keely Evans will make her way back out onto the floor as well. John Goodman and the coaching staff and the playing group as well, giving Sheslick a bit of love, which is always good.
Yeah, there's not much else you can do in that scenario. She got back down to the point that it could have been called for a charging.
First point's been hit there from Jessie Edwards. What's her stats tonight, Jessie Edwards?
Jessie Edwards, at quarter time, at halftime she was on 8, and I believe she's now, where is she, on 12. And she's got 8 rebounds to go with it and 2 assists.
She missed the second 2 on that free throw as well. Krupi, Bretherington, shot clock at 7. The girls got to push here. Either they're going to do a three-pointer shot, or they're going to have to go into the paint for this one. McCorkle, opportunity there.
As far as last-second shots go, that's as good as you can ask for.
That's all you can do in that situation. Bandits with the ball back. Hurst directing traffic now. 43 seconds left on the game clock. Bandits ball. They're up by 9. Daniel trying to go in.
Krupi's going to pick up her fourth.
She's going to make her way off the floor as well. And wonder who John Goodman's going to bring in for Krupi.
I'd imagine, yeah, it'd be Brianna.
Bree Gregory coming back out.
Play a little bit larger.
Do you love the pink bow that she's wearing as well?
Yeah, last night they all did it as part of this breast cancer awareness, and a few have continued it on today.
You got Bretherington with the pink scrunchie in her hair as well.
I'm surprised you're allowed to play with that, to be honest.
Really?
Well, you're not allowed to play with bracelets, anklets, anything you could catch fingers in.
Yeah.
And I can see that might be an issue.
Bandits missed the second. Here is Kayla Bretherington, who we just spoke about there, and she'll get the 4. She'll get her 4 points. So she's up to 4 now, and the margin's back to 8. If we can keep it under 10, something to work with in the fourth.
Be nice to get a stop going in.
Definite defensive mode here.
2 seconds between clocks.
Kirby, Hurst, the Bandits, they're going to run the game clock out here. Is that a three-pointer? No. Here we
Diamond
go.
Valley have 5 seconds to work
Gregory.
with.
Here we go. Bretherington. And time expires. She had no idea the time was going to expire like that. But at the end of 3, the Bandits are leading 62 against our Diamond Valley Eagles 54. Stick with us. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this. 62-54. Back here for the afternoon. Eagles down by 8. Few key stats from that third quarter as well, as Jay will join me very, very shortly. Some of the stats there we're seeing right now. Annalie Maley and Shelby Sheslick are leading the scoring for Diamond Valley, where Charisse Daniel is leading for the Albury Wodonga Banners with 18 points. As Jay joins me back in commentary for this final quarter.
Brianna has drawn her foul, so she'll be going to the line for 2. The foul is on number 8.
Just Chloe Storer, 17-year-old
I had
forward
a heart
for
attack.
the Banners.
I thought it was on number 9. It would have been Rice out.
Oh, Molly Rice is not out on the floor just yet.
Well, you'd be surprised what refs call fouls on nowadays.
Good start there from Bree Gregory, and that's the start we need. Come on, girls. Can't get the second bucket, unfortunately, and the Bandits are away. So the margin's been cut back to 7. Something to work with, though. Daniel, she'll sink the 3, so that's not what we want to work with.
Yeah,
Margin's
Diamond
at
Valley
10.
are going to have to be careful.
Big mistake from the girls. They overtook it there for the short time, but they got the ball back.
This is where Alex Wilson needs to step up as the leader of this group. It's a very, very young lineup we have out there. Geraldine and Alex really need to take control.
A fight between Daniel and Bree Gregory for the ball.
She got called for a reach in, so Daniel's getting her foul, which makes that her 3rd. Be good to get her in foul trouble, seeing as she's got 21 points.
She's been dangerous.
She's just so athletic.
It's good, though, because we're getting Natalie Hurst very quiet this afternoon, which is one positive.
So.
If we keep one of the main shooters very quiet, then we've got to try and find a way to shut down the second one. And Gregory can't get her 2 free throws to go into the buckets. So the margin's still at 10. And the Bandits are away here. There is Nat Hurst. Hurst over to Edwards. Edwards to Daniel. Good bounce pass to Kirby. She's going to go for 3. Very adventurous there.
They're very high arcing.
Maley will bring the rebounds, and she'll pass over to McCorkle. Mahadi's about to come back onto the floor for the Bandits. Not sure who's going to be taking a rest from the away team. McCorkle to Wilson. Good to see that she's back out on the floor. McCorkle for 3.
It's been called an offensive foul, and I believe it's going to be on Bree Gregory. Yeah, it is.
So it'll be Mel Kirby off and Emma Mahadi back on the floor for the Border Bandits in this one. So the Bandits up by 10 with 8:42 left in the 4th. Here is Mahadi, who's just come back out onto the floor. Passes off now, Daniel. Daniel again, off Hurst. Opportunity now. That was Storer with a 3-point opportunity, but a great rebound there from Maley, and Maley needs to find some targets. She's going to go on at the moment. Girls not giving her enough option, and the pass from Bretherington was trying to be into the palms of Bree Gregory. Unfortunately, a little bit too powerful on that pass there from Caleb Bretherington. As we see Wilson and Gregory take a breather. Sheslick's back out on court as well as May Krupi as well.
Yeah. At this point, you've got to get the lead back. So if you end up fouling a player out, you foul them out, but at least you tried.
There's Nat Hurst. Hurst to Storer. Storer gets her first points of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass there by Hurst.
Margin at 12 now, so the time's becoming the essence here, and the margin's getting out to a lead where we can't get back.
Annalie Maley with the step back.
So Maley now up to 21 points for the game. Shelby is going to be very careful here.
Same with Meg Krupi.
Yep. Both on 4 fouls. Last thing we need to lose both of them because they're very vital. They're very important to the Cogs. Oh, beautiful 3-point there from Emma Mahadi.
By Jonathan Goodman.
And Goodman had no choice but to call the timeout. Margin now is at 13 points, 70-57 with 7:23 left in the 4th. Welcome back here. 70-57 is the margin.
The refs are motioning the players back onto the court.
JB, my expert this afternoon. Make sure you stick around as well, because after this game, we're going to reset for about 10 to 15 minutes and bring out the men, because the men are also going to be competing at about 2 p.m. for the tip-off there. It's part of our double header this afternoon.
Yeah.
NBL1 action.
Diamond Valley really needs to just have a quick rush in them and get the game back in track before this gets out of hand. If this balloons out to 15, I would say it's curtains.
And I'm going to hand it over now to my expert this afternoon, JB, who's going to give us the turnover count from both teams.
We've got
McCorkle with a 3 there.
On 15 turnovers, which is the biggest issue.
Oh, it was a 2 points, deep 2 actually, not 3. It looked like 3 from my eyesight there.
Her foot was on the line.
So again, Jay, go for the...
Diamond Valley got 15 turnovers, which just isn't good enough.
And it's a coach killer, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the fact is they're scoring easy transition points off those turnovers.
3-point opportunity there from Mahadi. Ball back into the Banners' possession. Shot clock now at 10. The turnovers have absolutely killed us this afternoon yet again. Daniel. Opportunity now. Hurst got to go for 3 here. She can't get it. And yet again, they're going to pick up the 2 points. Jessie Edwards using her massive frame there to get the 2 points. And the margin's now up to 13 yet again. As I said, the concern is that this margin's ballooning out.
Yeah. Geraldine McCorkle's making her way to the line. She can put both of these down and we can get a stop. There might still be hope.
We need these 2 points here from the line. And definitely call on a veteran like Geraldine McCorkle. What was her stats like last night at the Tigers game?
She didn't have too bad of a game. She had 5 points, but she does a little bit of everything. She had, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. She's one of those players, she's not going to blaze your stat sheet for you, but she's going to do a bit of everything and make the winning plays. Like right there, that 2 points won't go down as anything spectacular, but it's a clutch play that might have changed the game.
She hit the clutch 1 there. She couldn't get the first one, but got the second one. Daniel for 3. This could put the dagger in our hearts. Not for the time being, which is good. So Mailer will get the rebound here. If we can cut this margin down, get a bucket here, reset, we could be good. Creepy for 3. Hits it!
She stared down Hurst on the way out of that.
Margin back to 9 now. That's exactly what the Eagles needed. Now they've got to set up.
Just got to string some stops together.
Yep. Hurst passes over to Daniel. We can shut her down in this play here.
That's going to be Krupi's 5th. She's done for the evening.
And the 2 points have been counted as well, have they?
Yeah.
Yep. So she only go to the line for the extra. And that's made Krupi's game done and dusted. Ali Wilson to come back out onto the floor. Krupi not too pleased.
Yeah. Well, Wilson's one of our leaders, so let's see if she can lead them.
Daniel, she'll get the extra point there too, and the margin now at 12 again. Weather in turn. McCorkle to Wilson. Here's Maley. Oh, beautiful 2 points there. So the margin come back to 10.
Bailey's doing everything she can to try and keep Diamond Valley in this game, but she's not getting much help.
I wouldn't say it's curtains yet for us, Jay. I think we're still in it just.
They need some stops.
When you put the zone together in this last quarter, or when you go into a zone defense, which I think the girls need to do a little bit more of now, which is what they did quite a bit of in the second quarter, which is what got us back into this contest and only was down by 5.
Except for Daniel, they're not really hitting many threes, so zones are not bad.
2 points there from Brethren-10, the margin now at 8. And that is a win-win situation for the Eagles because they cut the margin down to single digits. And as we go to this timeout, it's 75-67, 4.5 left in the fourth. Stay with us, more after this. 75-67. The Bandits leading by 8. With his expert analysis in this last 4.5 minutes, here's Jay Beaton.
As you said earlier, I think Diamond Valley should maybe look at a zone. Except for Daniels, no one's really hitting much from the outside. Just want to see what Goodman's calling here.
Can you decipher that for me, please?
Pardon?
I'll say, can you decipher that for me?
He's asking how many timeouts Albury have taken because it will become an issue later on in the game.
Yep. Ball now with Mahadi.
Short, very short.
Very short, but might be picked up here. Maley, though. Beautiful stuff there. Maley, again, putting her body on the line. Trying to keep us in this.
Yeah, and that's going to push them to their 4th foul, putting them the next one in the bonus. And Annalie wants the mop squad out.
Yep. Maley screaming for the mop squad.
Well, she did hit the deck, so there was going to be a little bit of a puddle there. Even in this cold weather.
Lauren Jackson on the edge of her seat, literally, even though the team's up by 8.
Yeah, but it's 8 with 4 minutes. Not safe at the second.
It's good to see the Basketball Australia Hall of Famer out here this afternoon with the Albury Wodonga Bandits after being inducted into the Basketball Australia Hall of Fame on Friday night, which was fantastic. Long overdue, in my opinion, too.
It's a turnover. Wilson and Brethington just got a little bit confused with who was going where.
So back out on the court actually is Emily Harmon.
Yeah, it'd be nice to foul her out. She's a weapon for them.
She's on 4 fouls. Daniel, she's been the Achilles heel all afternoon, but we can stop her in that instance there. Here's Sheslick. Thorpe's going out to McCorkle, goes to Wilson instead. We try and keep it. Bretherington and Maley were thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate. Some miscommunication and a bit of a missed shot by Alex Wilson.
And they can reset here from defense. Can the Bandits. Nat Hurst. She's been awfully quiet.
That's one of the silver linings so far.
You're keeping Nat Hurst quiet, who was dominant last night for the Bandits against the Supercats. 3-point opportunity there.
And 22 is going to be fouled out in my...
Oh, listen to Harmon. She's not happy. Harmon's just flicked off the referee.
She's lost her tech.
Lauren Jackson is asking for clarification. Harmon is... Here's Jackson. She's... As we see Wilson go to the line. Molly Rice is back out on court. She's also in 4 fouls too, so this could spell the tide could turn.
I'm not really sure what she was complaining about, though. She just blatantly shoved Alex Wilson out the way.
The tide could turn here as Wilson converts the 2 points and cuts it back to 6.
Down to 6, so it's possible.
I've got a feeling, though, Jay, that if Molly Rice gets fouled out here, I think the tide might turn and it could be advantage Eagles because they would have 2 players fouled out for the game. Oh, beautiful stuff by McCorkle.
That's
what a block.
Veteran savvy I was talking about earlier.
What a block. Melee for 2.
She's going to go to the line for 2. Depending on who this foul's on, it could be a game changer.
It's not Rice. It's Jessie Edwards. So that's Edwards'
of 4th.
Is that a 4th foul?
Well, yeah. Which means she's in dangerous territory.
So 2 players in the Bandits are on their 4th foul out on the floor right now, and that's Edwards and Rice.
3-minute game with 6 points to go.
We're still in this. It's not curtains just yet.
No, this is a game now. If Annalie can knock both of these down and bring it to 4 points,
game on.
It's anyone's opportunity.
Yep. I think the girls even know that too, that there's an opportunity here.
The zone's definitely working if they can get the ball into Shelby and see what she can create.
Well, this zone sort of helped us get us back into the game as well because we were down and out for the first quarter, came back in the second. May will get the first there. So the margin is at 5 points, which is what it was at halftime, Jay.
She can hit this. This would be a big bucket.
She's on 24. Point 25, she gets it. You talk about clutch points. How much more clutch was that?
Big-time players make big-time plays, so let's see what Diamond Valley can do.
It's a big game, Phil, now. It's anyone's game. Mahadi,
She
Rice.
almost travelled.
Mahadi will get the 2
Yeah,
points.
Shelby couldn't foul there, otherwise she would have been fouled out for the game.
Yep. But you can see the Bandits, though, they're rushing things a little bit. They're panicking. So even though they're leading, Chesley trying to call for the foul there. Daniel Wilson.
Alex Wilson picks up the foul. That's her second, I believe.
Yep, that's her second.
Yeah.
So it's better that someone like Alex Wilson can pick up that foul when they're, on their second or their first, than say someone like a Chesley.
Lauren Jackson has subbed out Molly Rice, who was on 4 fouls.
They've still got one more out there who's on 4 fouls
the
too,
danger woman.
which is Jessie Edwards.
If they could foul her out, that would be amazing, as she's scored nearly half their points.
Daniel on 25 points now. She hit the first, missed the second. They'll rebound here and reset here, the Bandits. He was Nat Hurst for the Bandits. Maylee, be physical. Daniel all by herself. They can get a rebound here. They can. And then they can start again. Bretherington. We need a bucket very badly here. Wilson. The grit from the girls is unparalleled. Fortunately, in that instance, McCorkle
Just a little bit of miscommunication is all.
McCorkle couldn't stretch her arm out that much to get the ball. And the Bandits will get the ball back in. 7 points the margin, under 2 minutes to go now. 78-71.
Jonathan Goodman's just signaled for his next timeout.
Yep.
An next dead ball.
That's our second timeout, isn't it?
Second of 3, yeah.
Yep. So we've still got one more to play with there. Mahadi almost hit the 3-pointer there.
Geraldine's been called for her foul, and Jonathan Goodman has waved off his timeout.
Edwards goes to the line. The bucket will count, so...
That could have been a killer play.
I was going to say, if she sinks this, I'm going to say it might be curtains for our Diamond Valley Eagles, unfortunately.
If you can hit a quick 3, it'd make it better, but if we're just going to trade bucket for buckets, we're in trouble.
I think we're in trouble now as Edwards gets her third from that play there. She's on 17 points for the game. Maylee, can she get a bucket if she can?
She loves that turnaround fading.
She does.
She's hit about 4 of them tonight. And Jonathan Goodman is now signaling for his second timeout.
Oh, smart. And he's waved it off.
He's going to have to eventually take it.
Yep.
He doesn't want it out of a free throw because it's a dead ball for him anyway.
Yeah. Mahadi missing the first. She'll hit the second though.
And he's taken it.
He had no choice in that instance. 82-73 with 1:16 left in the fourth. Bandits on top here. Margin at 9, 82-73. For his expert analysis on this timeout, here's Jay
Jonathan
Beaton.
Goodman has chosen to advance the ball, meaning we will inbound in their half.
Jay Beaton, my expert throughout the course of the 2019 NBL1 season with Diamond Valley.
I'm really hoping they're going to look for a 3 because the 2's not going to help out much here. You either kick it into Shelby and see if she can kick out of the post, or you just find a shooter.
Bretherington with a long pass to Maley.
She got fouled, so that's almost better if she can hit both and only have taken 2 seconds off the clock.
That was a quick transition
And that
there.
is Daniel's 5th foul. She's done for the night. That is huge.
That's massive.
Maybe a little bit too little too late, though.
Cherie Daniel is out of this game. She finishes on 25 points. Margin at 8. Margin at 7.
They're going to run a press. You really got to get the turnover with it.
Yep. So they're going to have to look for someone else to shoot here. Chloe Storer might be the best bet, and Natalie Hurst is also going to have to do it, and Maley there.
They've called intentional, so that actually harms Diamond Valley. They're going to get 2 shots and ball back.
Nat Hurst at the line.
I'm not sure what she's complaining about. It was.
Yeah.
The rules have changed last year, which make it more punitive, and I think she got a bit confused, to be fair to her.
Hurst wasn't too sure on the first, but it actually went in the end.
Yeah, but she also entered over the line, and Goodman's not happy. And Goodman has just been teched.
He's been teched yet again.
On number coach. That was an interesting way of saying it.
And Nat Hurst can put the nail in the coffin here, and that's what she's doing.
Yeah, this game's all but wrapped up. They get the ball back. They're going to hold it for 20-odd seconds.
If we can get it under 10, it's a small win. But the Bandits will come away with the W here. Corkle committing the foul there.
Yes, it will be interesting.
Taking 2 seconds off the clock there. It'll be Chloe Storer now to shoot from the line. Margin at 11. She got the first. Loz still not looking too pleased.
He has a right. She did step over the line on her shot.
Maley loses the ball for the time being, but last touch through the Bandits. So McCorkle will bring the ball back in from the baseline. Long pass over to Maley. Deep 2 here would do all right wonders. Sheslick. She'll have to add to her and travel. She's complaining about it too. She didn't think there was much in that travel.
She slid her pivot foot is what they're calling.
I think Goodman's calling his last time out.
Yeah.
Cut his losses a little bit here. He's going to wave it off.
Wave it up. He wants it when he's in possession of the ball so he can advance.
Maybe if we can get a rebound here. Storer to Hurst. Hurst over to Mahadi. Back to Chloe Storer. Long shot there from Natty Hurst.
She's been ice cold all night.
She has been. Maley.
However, they still get the win, and at the end of the day, that's all she's going to care about.
Yep, Bretherington, she slips over. And that's been the tale of our day. Layup shot there from Mahadi, and she gets the 2 points.
It's the second time somebody slipped over in that same spot, so it must be a slippery patch.
So the Border Bandits will go again, get another win here. Maley, hopefully for 3. Nothing out of it. So it'll be a 90-75 win for the Albury Wodonga Border Bandits as they beat out Diamond Valley Eagles 90-75. Stick with us because we'll analyse this post-game very shortly when the men come out, and then it'll be the men's turn between the Bandits and the Eagles from Diamond Valley Stadium. Stay with us.